Mike D checking in here. This is a new segment that I want to do, man. We always talk about certain artists and, you know, albums that are comparable. Like I always hear with Biggie, it's the better album, Ready to Die, Life After Death, you know, things like that. It's a big example there. And with Jay Z, figured I'd start this off with Jay Z because I think his top three albums could go either way, depending on how you view it, right? And I think his top three albums are Reasonable Doubt, The Blueprint, and The Black Album. Now, I didn't want to put originally I was gonna do Reasonable Doubt and The Blueprint. And then the Black Album's anniversary came up, and I was like, well, the Black Album's very heavy. I did an article basically ranking the songs on the Black Album from least to greatest. And I'm like, the Black Album, song for song and track for track, it may surprise some people when it comes to going against the Blueprint and Reasonable Doubt. So I think Reasonable Doubt's from such a different era of Jay-Z that we never saw again, after. And he never really revisited. The closest thing we could say is maybe American Gangster. That's why we hold it so high. But I think Reasonable Doubt kind of lives in a time period of its own. And I thought that the better comparison here would be going song for song with the Blueprint and the Black Album. They're only 2 years apart. He's a very similar MC on each album. I think he's rhyming at a higher level on the Black Album, actually, song for song. And I wanted to go song for song with it. You know what I mean? So let me go ahead and start, man. The Rule is Back versus December 4th. I'm gonna go December 4th with this. 1 point for the Black Album. I think December 4th is I think it's a more powerful first song. The Rule is Back is dope. It's for the people who don't know, it's a bit of a Slick Rick remake. Not a bit of. It is. It's a Slick Rick remake, classic in itself as well. And it sets off the Blueprint perfectly. But for me, I think December 4th, it's the production is a little bit more grandiose. So it's one of those that you can actually open up a concert to. He did that on Fade to Black as well. And he's actually giving some in-depth conversational type of game about his life, his journey, speaking about his mom and all those things. So yeah, December 4th, I think is the better song. Whew. All right. Take Over. What more can I say? That's tough. I think Takeover is a great song, but it gets overshadowed by the fact that Ether happened and Nas won the battle. So between the two, this could go either way, but I'm gonna go with What More Can I Say? I think What More Can I Say should win that one. 2 points for the Black Album. Mm. Izzo versus Encore. Kanye and Kanye. I got Encore on that one. I think Encore is the better song of the two. I think Encore has better legs and is aged better over time as well. The impact of Izzo when it came out initially, when he performed it at the BET Awards, the first annual BET Awards, they had everybody come on stage. It was huge. But I think over time, Encore is actually the better song. Damn, the Black Album is beating the Blueprint 3-0 right now. Girls, Girls, Girls versus Change Clothes. I think that could go either way as well. I'm gonna give that one to Girls, Girls, Girls. I think that's just a better song. I think the concept that he had on there was on point. Having Biz, Q-Tip, and Slick Rick on the hook was very smart. Three of the most distinctive voices that we've ever heard in hip hop. And Just Blaze killed it with the beat. So yeah, I'm gonna go Girls, Girls, Girls. Jigga That Nigga Jigga versus Dirt Off Your Shoulders. That's Dirt Off Your Shoulders, man. Jeez, man. See, this is where the Blueprint, and as much as I love the Blueprint, and I got the Blueprint at number 2, this is where the Blueprint falls short when it comes to other classic albums. It has holes. Jigga That Nigga Jigga is probably the weakest song on both of these albums. Like, if we combine these two albums and we rank the songs, Jigga That Nigga Jigga is going to be last. Hola Ovito is probably going to be second last as well. So he avoided those pitfalls for the most part on the Black Album, even though I think Justify My Thug is probably the weakest song on the album, but it's still much better than those two songs, in my opinion. So yeah, that one goes dirt off your shoulders. You don't know. You know what? I want to stop right here. For the people who've listened to this channel, you know that I feel like You Don't Know could possibly be Jay-Z's best song. I got Dead Presidents 2, You Don't Know. It's between those two, in my opinion. And I think You Don't Know is a hallmark record for Jay. I could say that is Jay-Z's greatest song. With that being said, who in the world put together the track list where you have Jigga That Nigga Jigga, You Don't Know, and then Hola Ovito? Like, what was the sequencing? Like what was the thought process in that sequencing? Jigga That Nigga Jigga, You Don't Know, and Hola Ovito. You got possibly your best song ever and the best song on this album, in my opinion. Obviously, if I feel like it's probably his best song ever, it's the best on this album. You got your best song on this album sandwiched in between the two worst songs on this album. Who did that? Anyway, You Don't Know versus Threats. Threats is dope as hell, but come on, that's You Don't Know. So, point for the Blueprint. Heart of the City versus Moment of Clarity. That's Heart of the City. I don't think I even need to really go in depth there. Heart of the City, in my opinion, could be a top 5 Jay-Z song as well. Never Change versus 99 Problems. Personally, I would go with Never Change, but I gotta be objective here. 99 Problems is just the bigger and more important record. So 99 Problems wins that. Song Cry versus PSA. Is that where we're at? Wait a minute. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because it was Hola Vito versus Moment of Clarity. Yeah. No. I went off, guys. I apologize. Let me go back. Let me go back. This ain't right. Hold on. Let's go back. So You Don't Know versus Threats. You Don't Know. All right. Then we got Hola Ovito versus Moment of Clarity. That's Moment of Clarity. That's Moment of Clarity. Then we got Heart of the City versus 99 Problems. There we go. All right. That's where things were off. All right. Heart of the City versus 99 Problems. I'm going Heart of the City. Straight up. Never Change versus PSA. That's PSA. Song Cry versus Justify My Thug. That's Song Cry. All I Need versus Lucifer. That's Lucifer. Renegade versus Allure. That's Allure. And Mama Loves Me versus My First Song. That is Mama Loves Me. So, with that being said, I have the Black Album song for song, and I didn't do Lyrical Exercise or Girls 2. Song for song, I have the Black Album beating the Blueprint 8-5. 13 songs in now. 8-5. Now, I want to know in the comment section which ones you guys disagreed with and if I called this right or, which one. Because even if I gave it Takeover, that's still, that's 6-7. That's still a lot closer. Now, why does the Blueprint get held higher than the Black Album? Because like I said initially, I feel like the Black Album, he's rapping at a higher level. But I will say this about the Blueprint. The timing is everything. And I think that the timing of that with the battle and the energy that was going around at that time, it really took the Blueprint to new heights. I think the production and how different the production was from what we saw on, we saw shades of that production on the Dynasty. But again, the Blueprint was a movement. And I personally, even after having the Black Album 8-5 here, I still feel more comfortable putting the Blueprint at the second slot because I feel like the high points of the Blueprint trump the highest points of the Black Album. I feel like the direction of the Blueprint and the way he approached the Blueprint, conversational Jay was on the Blueprint. I really hate that Hola Ovito and Jigga That Nigga Jigga are on there because really, to me, those two records give the Black Album, excuse me, a good case to be viewed over the Blueprint. But I mean, you know what? I'm gonna look at it even more in depth. But to me, if I'm gonna be real here, even with those two big mistakes, if I'm gonna be real here, I think it is You Don't Know and Heart of the City that really make me push to put the Blueprint over the Black Album. I don't feel like PSA happens if You Don't Know doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Like the door that the Blueprint opened, it could be viewed as Jay's most influential album. Reasonable Doubt is incredible, but Reasonable Doubt didn't change much. It didn't change the game. The Blueprint was Jay's time to change the game, and he did that. So that's why I have the Blueprint over the Black Album, even though song for song, looks like the Black Album might have gotten it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. I can't wait to hear what you got to say. And if you think that the Black Album song for song does trump the Blueprint, let me know which ones you want me to do next too. I'm really thinking of Life After Death versus Ready to Die. But hit like and subscribe, and I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. All right.